Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. You might be surprised to see me because you clicked on a Call of Duty video, right? A Warzone video, and you said, wow, Jake Lucky is going to be covering this. It's Call of Duty. He loves Call of Duty, right? Well, you were sort of right, but he's out of office, so I get to do whatever I want at this point, so here I am. I'm going to be talking about and just doing a short little follow-up on yesterday's situation with Iceman Isaac, Breadman, FaZe Swagg, and FaZe Booya. If you missed what the situation was to begin with, you can go back and watch Jake's video on it yesterday. Essentially, Iceman Isaac's driving a helicopter, Booya gets in, Isaac crashes the helicopter into the side of a building, sabotaging him because he is on the other side of the 2v2 match, and Nadeshot decides to replay the game, which Isaac and Breadman end up losing. But that shouldn't have been the case because sabotage was in fact allowed in the tournament. Nadeshot just was not aware of those rules despite it being his tournament. So we have this, social media freaks out, right? People on Twitter are going crazy, people in their chats, everyone hates someone in this situation. People are pissed off at everyone. I mean, it's like they just take such polar sides of this that everyone is angry. Some people are upset at Isaac, saying like, oh, you should have done that, like how could you like sabotage, like what a wimpy move, you know, that kind of thing. People upset at Swagg or Booya because, you know, saying that like, oh, you left the game, but it was part of the rules. Like you should have known better that sabotage was allowed. Then you leave the game when you weren't supposed to. And then of course you replay and you end up winning the match. Like how is that fair? And then people upset at Nadeshot because he didn't know the rules to his tournament and ends up replaying the match and like making the decision to replay that match and ends up changing the results of it. So sticky situation for sure, but Iceman Isaac has come forward and shared some of his thoughts on that situation.
I got nothing but respect for Swagg and Booya. I love those dudes as competitors, as gentlemen. Some weird stuff gets thrown around with tournaments, with our chats and their chats. People who don't know who we are, who are, whether they hate Swagg and they like me or vice versa, or maybe they just feel like throwing shit at something. A lot of that happened today, so I want to preface that by saying I love the dudes that we played against. I get the heli, Booya gets in with me. I throw Booya into the wall, and Booya dies. And then Booya and Swagg back out completely. First off, that's one lesson learned for today. Don't back out in a game in progress until you talk to an admin. Second off, we clarified hours before the tournament started. Today at 1:05 p.m. We played them at like 4 or something, right? Can we get a clarification on sabotage rules? I'm assuming the norm. Shooting vehicles is okay. Driving opponents into the gas, crashing vehicles, this is okay. And shooting unsuppressed near an enemy is okay. So you can like bait towards enemies towards them. But driving into loadouts to prevent players from picking it up is not okay. Yes, confirming all of those. Literally the game before when we just clutched up, talking about how much I respect them, I threw them into a wall. I was talking about how I would throw them into a wall. It's the rules. It's part of 2v2 wagers. It's one of the strats where you can play against each other, and I spoke it into existence. What ended up happening originally, we were going to be passed on to go into the winners finals, which was guarantee us top 3 today, $10,000. What ended up happening is Nadeshot stepped in. He later apologized. I don't really care because I'm with their intent. We want a good game 3. We lost game 3 against Swagg and Booya. They ended up giving us a 3-kill advantage, but it was the sweatiest lobby I've ever seen with really tough regains. Swagg clutched up, and they ended up winning the game. And so GG's only. They wanted to put on a show. That's what this is all about, and we lost round 3 fair and square. Once again, nothing but respect for Swagg and Booya. All good on Nadeshot's end. He wants to put on a show for his tournament, and, you know, come back better tomorrow.
So he posted that video, and he also took to Twitter to say, nothing but respect for Swagg and Booya. They squashed bad energy towards me and Breadman all day and played an incredible tournament. We handled any minor discrepancies in the DMs or Discord calls. GG's only. To which Swagg replies and says, GG's, Brody. So ultimately, it seems like good vibes all around at this point. None of them are actually upset at each other. You know, Swagg and Isaac both coming out and showing, hey, we're on social media, like we're interacting, we are, like everything is fine. People don't need to be upset for us in this situation. And like Isaac addressed in his video, Nadeshot did in fact respond and apologize about this entire ordeal, saying how bad he felt. Isaac also goes on to state that he understands Nadeshot's position in this whole tournament because he just wants to put on the best show that he can, right? The point of this tournament is to put on a great show, have a good competition, and he understands the intent in that and trusts their intent, that it was not malicious or anything like that. Like, they're just trying to put on a good show overall. And so, yes, Nadeshot did in fact come out and apologize and give a little bit extra on top of that apology.
To be honest with you guys, I don't know if you've noticed over the last hour, I feel terrible about the Isaac situation and Breadman. I've reached out to both of them on Twitter DMs. I was in an Uno tournament about a month ago, and I won $9,000 in Bitcoin, and I know the prize money is really important for tournaments like this, and I kind of feel like I snatched the situation straight out from underneath their arms, their legs, whatever the hell you want to refer to. Okay. So if they can just get me their Cash App accounts, I'm going to send them split between the 9,000 Bitcoin or $9,000 Bitcoin, send it to their accounts. I know it doesn't mean much because the placing is probably what they care about, but if Breadman and Isaac, you got to just get back to me, man. I'm so sorry. I'll send this shit to your Cash App accounts immediately. I feel terrible, guys. I feel terrible, and hopefully that prize money can help. I actually just got my Cash App Bitcoin sent to me, so I'm sending this to Isaac and Breadman right now.
There we go.
I just got the $9,000 Bitcoin going to Breadman and Isaac.
So holy crap, I mean, he comes out and says, hey, I won $9,000 in Bitcoin in a Uno tournament. You two, Breadman, Isaac, I'm going to split it between you two and just give it to you because I feel so bad about this. I'm giving both of you $4,500 in Bitcoin right now. Like, we don't know how much that's going to be now. I mean, after this dip, like, who knows? That could go up in value. So, of course, like Nadeshot says, like, I can't make up for that placement or anything like that. And yes, you did miss out on some prize money or the potential for prize money. And because of that, I feel awful. I feel bad that I didn't know the rules, and I feel bad about the whole situation. So let me make up this entire thing to you by giving you some of the money that I won in a competition, a few weeks ago. And so I think respect everywhere. I think I respect everyone's actions in this. Isaac coming forward, class act, obviously, to say what he did say and come out and be like, hey, no bad blood. Like, people want to act like we're all upset at each other, but we respect them. We love these guys, and we have loved them, and like, no bad blood towards them at all. Swagg coming forward as well to say GG's, and put that out there in the social media realm so people know that he's cool with it too. And Nadeshot, of course, giving away $9,000 in Bitcoin to both Isaac and Breadman, split between the two. So let me know what you guys think about this situation. Until next time, guys, I think Jake says something special at the end of videos. Drink some, just drink. I don't know, just go drink. It's almost the weekend. Just drink.